Well, hello and a warm welcome to the Sound of Silence with me, of course, DrumPIPO, your host. And this week is going to be amazing again. We'll be hanging out with one of Africa's finest gospel musicians from South Africa. She's won the Ingoma Awards, she's won the Crown Gospel Awards, and a lot more of good things are coming her way. You don't want to miss out. I'll be chatting with her, and we're going to be having a lovely time. She will be also performing two hot songs from her album, and it's gonna be amazing. Of course, this show is made possible by Drum People Music, a music production and a film company based right here in Ferry Glen, Pretoria East, and also West Havens Music. If you need any of their services, which is musical equipment, please come in store or check them out on their social media, also on their websites, or you can come in store as well, and they will assist you lovely. They have beautiful stuff all over the place, and they will help you get whatever you need for whatever setup you are looking for. And also Ubuntu Stillwater, these guys are making this show a possibility, keeping us refreshed every single day. If you go in stores, please look for Ubuntu Stillwater, support them, and thank you so much for doing that. One more time, a warm welcome to the Sound of Silence with me, your host, Drum People. Stay tuned. The Sound of Silence with Drum People. All right, guys, welcome back to the Sound of Silence with me, of course, Drum People, your host. And like I said, I'm hanging out with an amazing musician, amazing gospel musician. She has won awards and stuff like that. You know, we are going to be talking about all that. I can't wait anymore. Tumi B, welcome to the Sound of
Hi,
Silence.
how are you? Thank you so much.
I'm good. Where does the name Tumi B comes from? Like,
Okay, my
how
full
did
name
that?
is Vitumelo.
Okay.
So, but
What does it mean?
normally,
What does it mean?
Vitumelo means happiness.
Oh,
So Vitumelo, I've always made sure that all my life it
you've
should be
been happy.
surrounded by happiness and joy.
That's right.
So yeah, so the shorter version of Vitumelo is Tumi. So when I
Okay.
started in the industry, I was like, no, I can't be called Tumi. Everybody is Tumi.
Even Dr.
So people,
Tumi is Tumi.
you see, so now the question would be, which Tumi are you talking about?
Yeah.
So then I decided, okay, Tumi B sounds nice. So I took the first letter of my full name, which is B,
Okay.
and attached it to Tumi. So that's why
Oh,
Tumi B.
that's
So a lot of
beautiful.
people have had their own interpretations of Tumi, baby, Tumi,
Yeah.
beautiful,
Yeah.
Tumi with that. But yeah, it's Tumi B, B if it's for Vitumelo.
Oh, nice. And how did music start for you?
Yeah, for me it was automatic because I was born into a musical family. My mom
Okay.
is a gospel artist herself, and then my dad, being a pastor, he plays the piano. And then, so it was one of those things whereby every day at night,
There's
dad would
music
be on
in
the
the house.
piano, mom would be singing, I'll be
Wow.
joining in. So then church, everything just joined, and
Yeah.
it was like a chain.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you are a PK actually.
Yes, I am.
Oh goodness me! I love it when I talk to PKs because
Why?
there's a lot to talk about. I mean, the bigger your family,
Yeah.
the bigger your problems.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
I
right.
always say that. And PKs, the church become your family.
Yeah.
Because you see them all the time, and you know, you tend to have a relationship with
Yeah.
all of them.
True that.
Yeah. So, but you decided to go strictly into gospel.
Yeah.
Is it because you are a PK? That's why you decided that gospel music is the way that I should go, or is it because you feel more connected to it?
The truth is, every person's foundation matters. Every person's foundation says a lot about who they are
Yeah.
and who they become.
That's right.
So the fact that I was born into a pastor's house and Christianity being the only thing that we knew, it in a way molded my life. It molded everything that I'm about. And I didn't see myself doing any other music but gospel music.
Yeah.
Because I believe that for me to live and breathe, it's because of God. For me to have this and that, it's because He gave me that opportunity to have.
Yeah.
So I saw it fit that gospel music is the only way that I can express how I feel, my gratitude, and how I see life in general to God Himself. Because whether we run away, there are people who tend to avoid certain things. But whether we run away or avoid certain things or
Yeah.
become in denial, God is the only source of
You
our
don't want to
strength.
be a Jonah.
No. So I think I'm safe where I am, and it was even when I grew up and
Yeah.
I was able to make my own decisions. That's when I actually decided that, you know what, I wouldn't do any other thing, and gospel music is for me.
Yeah.
And I'm still standing at it. I
Wow,
won't change.
great, great,
Yeah.
great. How long have you been singing actually?
Hey, how long? But I started doing it professionally. I started doing it professionally. I was 12 years old by then. That's the first experience I had in studio, and I was doing
Okay.
soprano. It was very much exciting. So I think that was in 1998.
But you started playing around with music around 7, somewhere there.
Yeah, I remember. Funny things happen when you're young. I remember I was invited to perform at a wedding.
Yeah.
I was just supposed to fill an item.
Yeah. Around
Because
what
I was
age?
so
What-
small,
what
I was
age were you?
I was 7 years old.
Oh.
So because I was so small, I had to be put on top of a table so that I can so that I can stand out, so that everybody
So everyone can see.
see me. So
You should have taken a video of that. We can
I
even
wish,
fuse it into
I
this.
wish, but unfortunately, there isn't any video. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of those moments that make me look back and see that, oh, God had me from back then.
Wow.
God had a plan from back then. And I would be foolish to derail from the purpose and from the plan that He had already knew. Like the Bible says, He knew me before I was even formed in my mother's
That's
womb.
right.
So why would I even change what God has planned? Because
Yeah.
it has been planned already. So all I have to do is just to walk on the path that has already been laid before me.
But you started as a backing vocalist for a lot of artists.
Yeah.
At what point did you realize that, look, now it's time for me to be Tumi B, not that guy's backing vocalist anymore?
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
at what point?
I think it has always been there at the back of my mind, but it was not the main thing at that point in time, because when you're working with somebody, you don't want to push your own agenda. You're there to
Yes.
push their agenda.
Yes.
So you serve, but it's in serving where you learn the patience thing. It is in serving where you learn a few things. It is in serving where you are yourself developed. It is in serving where you learn a lot of things that you might need to learn as an independent or individual artist.
Yeah.
So, but I remember it was the time when I joined Worship House.
Yeah.
I started with them in 2006.
Okay.
But it was only in 2013, where I gave them a name, Tumi B, that if they should write my name on their sleeve,
Yes.
song led by, they must put Tumi B. And that's when I started writing songs.
Oh,
I started
okay.
writing songs, and I thought, okay, so I don't think God would give me a song. God would give me a message for me to sit with
For
a
you
message.
to go and give it to another artist.
But okay, not that there's anything wrong with it, but the fact
Yes.
that God gives you a message, it means it needs to be out there.
That's right.
Whether it's through me or whether it's through anybody else,
That's
the
right.
point is the message needs to be out there.
But so who are some of the guys that you've worked with?
Yeah, in terms of backing or my
Both.
album.
Both.
No,
Not your album. In terms of like
the backing.
working, yes.
Okay. Well, Worship House, like
Yeah.
I said, I worked with that, and from Worship House, there was Rufuno Dakada, who was also
Yes.
a member of Worship House. We talk about Takindo. We talk
Yeah.
about Ropewa Manyaga. We're
Yeah.
talking about Rudolph Mabasa. I've worked with Nabongi.
Yeah.
I've worked with El Tisane. I've worked with who else?
Regalo.
But the late Mporegalo.
yes.
Yeah, and a couple of them.
All right, great. And you have won some awards,
Yeah.
which is something we shouldn't
Yeah.
throw away. We should look at it. What
Yeah.
are some of the awards that you have won?
Before I tell you the awards, I just want to say that, as musicians, we don't actually need awards to validate our ministry.
That's right.
We don't need awards to say, hey, you're on the right direction.
Yeah.
Awards just come as an appreciation, if I should put it in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, the awards that I got for my album, I got the SABC Crown Gospel Awards for the new Best Newcomer for that year.
Yeah.
And then I also got the Best Songwriter from the Ingomas.
Wow.
So that to me was saying, okay, we do see your
Your
writing
hard work,
skills.
yeah.
We do acknowledge that you are writing music that speaks to the heart, and that was grace at work. And even today, having received those awards on my first album,
Yeah.
that to me is it says to me, we're waiting for number 2, we're waiting for number
Yeah.
3, we're
Yeah.
waiting for endless projects.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was truly an honor for me to get those awards.
That's right. Oh no, we're not gonna waste any much time. We're just gonna go straight to the stage for you to give us a
Okay.
taste of your music,
Okay.
and then we are going to come back and talk some more.
No problem.
Yeah, yeah. So the
Let's
stage
do
is
it.
all yours.
Thank you.
Be blessed.
Inhliziyo yam iyadabuka uma ngikhumbula ekokotha yona inhliziyo yam iyadabuka uma ngikhumbula ekokotha yebethelwa khona imfana kaThixo lapha laligazi yebethelwa khona yona imfana kaThixo lapha laligazi layo yebethelwa khona imfana kaThixo lapha laligazi layo yebethelwa khona imfana kaThixo lapha laligazi layo lapha laligazi layo wafa efela mina ngikhululiwe ngegazi lakhe mina ngipholisiwe ngegazi ngakhululwa ngegazi lakhe lapha laligazi lakhe.
All right, welcome back to the Sound of Silence with me, Drum People, of course, and I'm hanging out with Tumi B. You heard that performance? It was lovely. It was so touching and really a soul food, you know. That was good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
I could feel yourself in the music, you know. That's what we call ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's lovely. Keep it up.
Amen. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I was blessed. But tell me one thing, what scares you the most when you look at the whole industry? What is your
Hey.
biggest fear?
There's something called deterioration.
Yes.
These days, you don't deteriorate because you're not good enough, but you deteriorate because you have other colleagues or other musicians that are up to taking you down. It's not of the fans. The fans want to see us up there. The fans want to see and to witness
Yeah.
the ministry. But if you see another artist putting another down, that scares me.
When you say
Because-
putting another artist down, what-
Sabotage, number one. You know, because I believe that we're in this thing to build the kingdom.
That's right.
You know, but at the back of our minds, there's always this thing about competition.
Yes.
But I believe that the minute you dwell on that, you have lost it.
Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they
I don't know.
sabotage
Maybe
each
they
other's?
maybe they feel that the other one is more higher or more powerful than them, and they'll do whatever that they can
Yeah.
to sabotage so that
Yeah.
they stand. And what I know is the level or the upper level that you stand on or that you end up on because you put somebody down, you won't be there forever.
Yeah.
You know, you might be there and enjoy the benefits while you know the time still allows you. But the fact that you got to that level, having put down somebody, you're not gonna last forever.
Have
So
you ever
I-
had that
No,
like
I
somebody
haven't
trying to pull
no,
you down?
Not at all.
Oh, your
Not at-
favorite.
Not at all. But being in the industry, you pick up other people having experienced the same thing,
Yeah.
and it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because I believe that we are in this thing to all make a mark, but we are all in this thing with a common goal. So I think that's where we lose it. We forget that we're in this thing to build a kingdom.
That's
Yes,
right.
it's about our brands and all that, and our music and our skills and all that, but the ultimate goal is that we're building the kingdom. So the fact that we have lost that derails everything.
So being a female gospel artist,
Mm-hmm.
will you say that's an advantage for you in the industry?
Not really. I don't believe in gender favoritism or anything. I believe that everybody needs to work themselves up. Being a female vocalist does not mean that you get favors above a male vocalist, but I
Yeah.
believe that both genders need to work themselves up. If you want to make a difference in this industry, work yourself up.
That's right.
If you want to make a mark, work yourself up. It's
That's
not
right.
about being a woman. Oh no, because I'm a woman, they'll listen to me. Because
Yeah.
I'm a woman, they'll no. Work hard. It's
So
about
are you
working hard.
married?
No, I'm not married. Some people, I'm not
Wow.
married. Wow, I didn't expect that question. No, I'm
No,
not married.
it's the reason why I'm asking you is because I wanna talk to you about few things, and I'm
Okay.
glad that you're not.
Okay.
You see, I'm glad you will
Okay.
understand
Yeah, no, I'm
why
not
I
married.
said that. Look, when you're single and you're doing music, you can go out there and do it even late at night without having to report to anybody.
Yeah.
But when you get married, it's a different ball game altogether. How do you intend to still keep doing music when you get married? How do you? Does it scare you? How do you plan for the future?
It's not supposed to be scary at all. The Bible says, "For I knew the plans, for I know the plans I have for you."
Yeah,
The fact that God knows the plans, they don't change when one gets married.
yeah,
They don't alter because God doesn't say, "I know the plans I have for you when you're single," and when you're married, the plans are there for 1, 2, 3. Meaning it is very important that if one would get into such a union, it needs to be with somebody who understands. It needs to be with somebody who's either in the same industry or in support of whatever they're doing. Then in that way, there won't be a problem. The problem is getting into a relationship with somebody who wants to change you. So
Yeah.
meaning they didn't love you for who you are.
Yeah.
You know, so they lied to you. If they say no to Tumi B, I love you because you're a worshiper or whatever, and the next thing they want to change Tumi B, no, you can't minister now. Things must change. Meaning we didn't fall in the relationship for the right reasons. So it shouldn't be different. It needs to be the same
yeah.
all the way.
But you can't really foresee if the guy is going to get to a point where like he wants to cuddle. It's winter and you have a gig. You have a rehearsal and it's like, okay, look, can we just be here together? Why are you going?
Yeah, but
you know?
what I know is it's not every day where one gets to do that. Rehearsals are not every day. You don't get gigs every day.
Yeah.
So one just needs to master the art of time management. There needs to be a family time. There needs to be work time. There needs to be everything. Everything just needs to have its own time. And if you are in the industry and planning to get married,
Yeah.
you need to be good at that because
Yeah.
you can't let your family suffer because of your music. You can't let the music suffer because of family. So it needs to balance itself out.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, it's very much easier and important that if you're with somebody, they need to support you. Then it becomes easier.
And I know a lot of women who are musicians, you know, and they have their husbands managing them and stuff like that. You know, I feel like when you get to that point where your husband is managing you, and he is the source of, you know, your connection to your fans.
To the world, yeah.
If, for instance, someone calls him and says, "Look, I want your wife to come and perform so and so date," and he's not happy about it, he can just keep it in his pocket and say, "Look, she's not available." You know,
Hey.
she's not available, and these are some of the things that you don't foresee before you get married.
Before you get married, yeah.
You know, but once you are married, you're like, even the man himself, he does it. He might not even know that he will act like that. But it gets to a point where he feels that, okay, this Saturday I really want to spend time with my wife. Why is this guy calling her for a show?
No,
you know,
but
I'd rather say no.
No, but I believe that if your husband becomes your manager, he needs to understand work is work. And husband
It
is a husband.
It is. It
And
is.
if he jeopardizes our work, because he's also at work, if he jeopardizes our work because of his I don't know if I should say personal reasons or selfish reasons,
Yeah.
then it's not fair because
Yeah.
the business now will die. So
Yeah.
I believe that if the husband decides that I will become the manager, he always needs to have the brand's interest at heart. So whatever decisions that he's therefore able to make, it needs to be in the interest of the brand at all times. So unfortunately, as a wife, I won't know,
Yeah.
you know, because I'll be trusting that he will be making right decisions. So I wouldn't know that, okay, fine, he received a call and he actually shut them out,
Yes.
you know, because I'm a strong believer that the husband being the head of the family, he's entrusted to lead the proper way.
Yes.
And now it is then my duty as a wife to pray to God that God help him see the leadership that he needs to carry, you know, to lead his family.
Yeah.
So then proper decisions will be made.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, to me. So where can people find your music?
All right, my music is available in all music stores.
Okay.
When I say all, I mean nationally.
Yeah.
Also in Books, and then we're also available online on all digital platforms. You know, there are so many. Recently, I found another one. Just somebody sent me a screenshot. They said, "Oh, look, I found my music on this platform." So all digital platforms, any digital platform you can think of, my music is there.
Great, great.
Yeah.
And what are you ministering for us again? Like your second song?
I love the song that says inhliziyo yami iyadabuka uma ngikhumbula
I
eGolgotha.
like what I'm hearing. What does it mean?
It means my heart gets
Excited.
pain. No.
Oh.
Like I'm filled with sorrow. I'm filled with pain when I think of all the pain that he had to go through on the cross.
Wow.
You know, because wabethelwa khona, he was crucified on the cross for my sake. You know, when we talk about the power of the cross, the power of the blood, we are today because of he had to die for
That's
us.
right.
And that brings joy to us, an everlasting life, because he had to go through that.
Wow.
You know, so it might have been painful because he was crucified, but that pain that he experienced gave me life. The pain that he experienced, like the Bible says, it is through his stripes where we are healed. It
That's
is
right.
through his sorrows that he experienced, his pains, so that we are given freedom. So we are celebrating life today because of he had to die for
Wow.
us on the cross.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. I can't wait for that song. I'm ready and my heart is open and my mind is open to receive. So the stage is all yours, my sister.
so much.
Thank you so much for coming to hang out with
It's an
the Sound
honor.
of Silence
It's
and
an
everybody.
honor. It's an
Yeah.
honor. And people can get hold of me on my social media platforms.
That's right.
On Facebook, I'm Tumi B-Uncapped.
Yeah.
And on Instagram and Twitter, it's Tumi_B_Uncapped.
Wow.
So people shouldn't separate Tumi B from Uncapped because Tumi B is uncapped.
That's
So
right.
one thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. No, it was great having you. The stage is all yours, and take it away.
Thank you so much.
When we see
And of course, that was a beautiful time on the show with Tumi B. You heard that music is inspirational, wasn't it? Look, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you get all the future notifications of our upcoming shows. Until then, keep well, have a lovely Saturday, and see you next week. Bye-bye.